Well, York City is a name that many football fans feel belongs in the Football League. Indeed, between 1929 and 2004, the Minister men only spent 8 years outside of English football's top 4 divisions. But after suffering relegation in 2016, they've really fallen on hard times, which included a 5-year spell playing in the National League North, which is the semi-regionalised 6th tier of English football. And now are lots happier times for the Minister men. In a decade that has seen them move from their iconic Kit Kat Crescent home, or Bootham Crescent home, as it was properly known, to their plush new LNER Community Stadium that they shared with the city's top flight rugby team, the York Knights. They have settled back into the life in the 5th tier with 2 bottom half finishers. But then last season they exploded into life in terms of the table and would have won promotion to the Football League if the National League would have had the coveted 3 promotion spots, as they finished second to eventual champions Barnet. But now they are locked in a thrilling race with fellow Football League regulars Rochdale in a battle for promotion back to the 4th tier, incidentally with City playing Dale on the final day of the season. And today they face a bit of a banana skin away to a mid-table Wealdstone side who don't quite have the history of York, but certainly do harbour Football League ambitions themselves. So it's a big day in the National League title race, with Yeovil hosting Rochdale as well. But today we're focusing on Wealdstone versus York here on Unfiltered Football. Right, time to take you through some key players to watch this afternoon. Obviously, the main one, surely, is York's captain and number 10, Ollie Pearce, a man who's bagged 28 goals in 35 games in all competitions this season, after 33 in 50 the season before, and 49 in 44 for Worthing the season prior to that. They also have Hiram Boateng playing, who played for both Exeter and Plymouth and Crystal Palace in the FA Cup. Wealdstone have Enzio Baldovine, perhaps the most notable player, who's played for the likes of Notts County, Crawley and FC Utrecht.
Stand up. He's on him! Get up here!
What is that?
It's actually almost the same as the case. Oh.
We need the ball reviews. Tell me when the keeper
Well, in the end, that ended up being another thoroughly enjoyable Saturday afternoon. Now, I'm not going to lie, I thought for a second we were boarding on our first 0-0 since early August on the channel, and that was a pre-season friendly, I think, between Bournemouth and Real Sociedad. But yeah, it was really weird because the game in the first half was really, really dead. Probably the worst first half I've seen this calendar year, along with Chelsea parking the bus at the Emirates. But you know what? Let's focus on the game in a second. First of all, the stadium. I've been to Wealdstone once so far on this channel. You know, went home to Braintree, I think it was, in November, and it does. Basically, if Wealdstone are to go up, which isn't beyond the realms of possibility, given how well the likes of Bromley and back in their day Forest Green, you know, did to make the step up, which was considered unthinkable. Harrogate, another club that springs to mind. To make the jump up from the National League to League Two is doable for a club the size of Wealdstone. A lot of work is going to have to be done to that ground if they are to go up, though, because that is, if there ever was a place that was porter cabin land, it would be there. There's more porter cabins there than on a building site, which is saying something. Literally, I never actually got any footage at all of the club shop, which is amazing because that is literally one porter cabin. But to be fair, making use of the resources, I actually don't. I admire it. It was proper non-league creativity, and I don't. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's what you want for the 50. There's so many grounds you go to, even in like the National League, they're too modern. You know, Bournemouth springs to mind again because of the Arsenal money. You know, you can tell it's looking plush. It would look perfect in League Two, for example. Whereas Wealdstone, that was so proper non-league. It was beautiful. Really, really was beautiful. Yeah, in terms of the game then, obviously York drawing level on points with Rochdale. They've got a better goal difference. They do go top of the league on Saturday, as the fans were singing right near the end of the game. Rochdale do have 2 games in hand, though. And like I say, they play each other on the final game of the season, which is absolutely not one to be missed, because that could be a straight shootout for a place in the Football League. York, I thought was a better team. The pitch was really, really poor, so naturally trying to play progressive football on a pit surface like that was not easy. I'm not going to lie, I was semi-surprised the game was on because it's been raining all week here in London. I think it's going to be all the next week as well, so that's going to be fun for next week's game, which is a biggie. I can't wait to get onto that one in a second. So, like I say, a big win for York, and obviously, you know, that National League title race needs to be kept more of an eye on, and they need to have 3 promotion spots. Finally, I've mentioned it in the Bournemouth video, which was the 3-up weekend when they played Tamworth. Obviously, just put football first. as they would say. So, also on... I was trying to think of a nice little segue there, but I couldn't come up with one on the spot. So, put me first, if you will, and make sure you're subscribing. If you haven't already, literally pause the video right now, go down, make sure you're subscribing, make sure you like the video. If you enjoyed it, then please send it over to any York fans that you think will absolutely love it, and will also love a subscribe. Likewise to any Wealdstone supporters, because I imagine we'll be back there before the end of the season, maybe even a trip to York one day, who knows. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Next week's is going to be a bit of a banger. I'm looking forward to it. And I will see you guys in next week's video. Adios.